have gotten this question quite a few times, and I have politely ignored it. Okay, but let me tell you why. Some people want to know if I had my kids before becoming wheelchair bound or after. Now, some of the people who ask the question, I can tell they simply want to know, can I still do the deed? So I'm not going to entertain that. Now, some people I can tell have other reasons, more genuine reasons, and that I am okay with. Maybe reasons that I don't even understand, and that is fine. But if you simply want to know if I can just still do the deed, well, how is that any of your business? This is not a dating channel, okay? Relax. But to answer the question, for those of you who are genuinely curious, I became wheelchair bound at the age of 21. I am 35 years old now, and I had my first child, my daughter, around the age of, I was 29 or 30. So yes, it was after my car accident. I had already been wheelchair bound for, 8, 9, 10 years at that point. So I would have had to do the deed to get pregnant. And then I had her little brother. Now you know. Okay? I don't know. I'm sure there's reasons too why I haven't really thought of. Some people with partial paralysis and other mobility issues can still be active. Everyone's is going to vary. I have spinal cord damage. I've gotten a good bit of mobility back over time. It was a little different the first few years. The first few years after my car accident, I couldn't move my legs very well at all. A lot of times I had to physically pick them up and place them where I needed them to go. But at that time, I was with a partner of 7 years, and we ended up breaking up, not for any bad reasons. Okay, he didn't leave me or anything because I became wheelchair bound. It was a good person. Back then, it was a little more difficult. There was some comfort there. There was already a lot of familiarity, and so it wasn't uncomfortable. As long as you can communicate with your partner, and then if it's a new partner, like when I met my kid's dad, I had a good bit of mobility back. I may get tired faster than the average girly in some scenarios, but it's really not that bad. But yes, I carried both of my pregnancies myself, gave birth to them myself. I guess I'd have to, yeah. And, well, you can have a surrogate and stuff, but just on the path I was going on there, that wouldn't really make sense. So yeah, I had my kids after my car accident, and we've done pretty well so far. I'm gonna make a video though about I had an epidural with my daughter. I did not have an epidural with my son, and I'm gonna talk about the differences there and why and what happened coming up here soon. I thought that'd be pretty interesting coming from somebody that has spinal cord damage and hardware in their back and some mobility issues. I don't know how much I'm gonna be on this coming week. It all depends on when this video goes out. As I'm filming this video, my kids are about to come back from their dad. I heard my son is pretty sick, and anytime he has any respiratory issues, I watch him very, very closely. He had RSV when he was a baby, and so was in the children's hospital for a week on machines. So I'm going to be very focused on him. So if I'm a little MIA this week, you know why. But okay, guys, if you have any more questions for your curious minds, drop it in the comments below and I can make a video about it. Okay, have a good day. Bye.